Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your boy Mike. Double feature. Go figure. So, I'm actually just want to chit chat with you guys a little bit. I'm actually changing how I work out a little bit. Now, why? Like, is it a big change? It can be anything that's gonna be super drastic. No drastic changes. Mindset shift. Slight change with my weights, reps, sets, things of that nature. So previously, I lift for fun. I enjoy lifting. That's what I do. I'm like, hey, the more weight I can throw on the bar, the better, with proper form. Don't suck on form. But I'm like, no, with pretty good form, the more weight I can throw on the bar, the better. That's how your boy lifts. So your boy sits there and knocks out some weight. Your boy can do his thing. However, I'm going to switch things up a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the weights down a little bit. Probably like, so let's say on the hack squat, for instance, I usually work at 450 pounds on the hack squat. Usually do like 4 sets of 8 to 10 on the hack squat. I'm going to drop it down to like 365 ish. Work on depth, work on time and attention, and work on squeezing the muscle at the top of the range. So whenever my legs are stretched or straightened out, I'm gonna work on just squeezing my quads and just flexing my quads. Why, you ask? The reason why I want to do that is, it's good to change up your workouts. How you do different things, because your body gets used to different movements, and there are different types of contraction that you have in your body. You have the stretching contraction, you have the lengthening contraction, but you also have just the static contraction of just holding something. You'll even notice at different things whenever you're doing something, you notice that at different contractions you're able to hold more weight, you're able to do different things. So that's one reason why I'm switching things up, and the reason why I'm lightening the weight is because I actually want to focus, like really focus on the squeeze of just squeezing as much as I can out of it. And the funny thing is that I started doing this uh, even before I started my prep. Because as I think I told you guys that I'm planning on competing next year. We'll see what happens. That's my current goal. I'm planning on competing next year. If it's gonna happen, I don't know, but I hope so. So that's my current plan. But even a week before I decided to do that, I changed my workout. So I'm gonna switch things up a little bit. The funny thing is, I'm not sure if it's a figment of my imagination or what, but no, after dropping the weight a little bit on the hack squat, I'm still going heavy on the leg press, but I've been doing single leg press also. Because for a while my knees were really bugging while I was doing a single leg press, so I actually stopped doing that for a while. And like I was maxing out like 180 on a single leg press. At the time I was hitting like 540 for reps with both legs, so nothing too crazy. But my knees were just not feeling it. After just doing different things, I decided to jump back on the leg press and kind of like keep working at it again. My knees have never liked squats, to be honest. I've done squats. I have squat shoes, knee sleeves, the whole thing. My knees just don't like squats at all. Like traditional barbell back squats, I would say that. My knees have never liked squats. I'm not sure if it's a figment of my imagination or what, but ever since, I'm not even doing a single leg press every week. I think I've done it like 3 times since I started switching things up. But with just this small switch, the sweep on my quad, but the outer sweep. So if you look at your leg, the outside of your leg, you notice that when you look at your leg towards the bottom, obviously you have your kneecap, but depending on how much muscle you have, you actually see some different lumps on your leg. So you have like towards the inside, you have a lump that's kind of a little bit lower towards your knee, and on the outside you have another lump that's a little bit higher up. So you have the vastus medialis, vastus lateralis. Whole sign to listen, but most people just call it the outer sweep. I'm not sure if it's a figment of my imagination or what, but since adding the single leg press in and just changing my mindset with the squat and just work on just trying to squeeze again, my legs have exploded. I'm like, this don't make, like, how do my legs explode this much? I'm like, this don't make no sense. And that's why I'm like, yo, this gotta be a figment of my imagination, because ain't no way my legs got that big in this short a time. I'm like, it's noticeable. I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm like, huh, I'm gonna try this. So that's my goal. Is I'm going to, drop my weights down. I'm really gonna focus on the time on attention, the squeezing. So, for instance, for lat pull downs, there's a hammer strength lat pull down that I can actually hit 225 on each side. That's a lot of weight, but it's like 6 sets. I'm 6 reps. My max. I'm really going at it. However, I'm like, I can hit this. Yes. Do I need to? Let me switch things up a little bit. So I've been working at like 180 and trying to focus on when I'm pulling it down. No, holding for a little bit of time. Trying to focus on the stretch a little bit. Just switching things up. Am I still going intense? Your boy's still going intense. That's something that's never going to change. Your boy's going to go as intense as I can, but slight mindset shift to see what we can do. See what kind of gains we can make with this. So with that, just my nutrition. About 3 weeks ago or so, I got back on my old meal plan that I was following in 2017, 2018. And your boy was looking, I was looking pretty nice back then. I wasn't the best, but I wasn't too bad. So I was like, okay, I'm pleased with what I see. Still got some work to do, but I'm pleased with what I see. So in regards, with my workouts switching up a little bit, with my nutrition getting back on track, and with my supplements, because I'm taking my typical, my multivitamins. I'm taking creatine. I should start taking a fat burner to see how it does. Because they recommend saying, take 3 a day. Da 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 da. When I first started, the gentlemen that I was talking to, they're like, start with 1 a day. See how you feeling. Again, always taper up. Particularly with fat burners. And again, you don't know what your tolerance is with caffeine, because some of these fat burners are strong. Some of these fat burners will have you tweaking. No lie, they'll have you tweaking. You be like, yo, what the? I'm seeing things. They got some strong fat burners out there, boy. So start with 1, see how you feel. Da 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 da. If you need to go up, you can go to 2. But you can just kind of be alert, be aware of what you're doing. So I like to experiment with different things. Nothing too crazy, but I like to kind of okay, what is the timing like with this and that? See what I can do. Just kind of I play it. See what works. So I was doing with 1. It felt good, and I was feeling energized, but I was still doing pre-workout at night. For I only take pre-workout for my heavy days. So for my back, my chest, and my leg days, those are only days I take pre-workout. On my shoulders and my arm days, I just take my BCAAs, because they have a little bit of caffeine in them, but nothing too crazy. So on those smaller muscle group days, I just take my BCAAs and my creatine. But if I'm doing a heavy lift, then I'll do my BCAAs half a serving. So I don't even do a full serving of BCAAs. I do a half a serving of BCAAs, half a serving of pre-workout. Cause again, stuff's expensive. So if I'm getting the energy that I need, and I can save a couple dollars, why not? So I do half a serving of each, and even on my arms and shoulders, I usually do a half a serving of each, depending on how I'm feeling. I'll do a half a serving of BCAAs, depending on how much energy I need. I may do a full serving, but that's rare. And then I do my creatine whenever I work out. I've been drinking a lot of water, and that's another thing. The fat burner that I'm on, it's been making your boy so thirsty. So if you're going on different supplementation, of course, check with your doctor, but make sure you stay hydrated, because sometimes these joints will have you feeling, they got you going. So make sure you stay hydrated. That's if you don't get anything else from this video, stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated. If you need to get a bigger bottle, get a bigger bottle. If you need to time your hydration with the days that you're home or close to home and things like that, and say, hey, I'm gonna really hammer it these times. Do what you gotta do, because I know that not everyone has the luxury of being able to go to the bathroom as frequently as they want to or need to. Whenever I was on the phones all day, I didn't have the luxury of just getting up and going to the bathroom whenever I needed to, because my phone calls are 20 minutes, and I had to be there for the members. But now I have more of a luxury of being able to get away from my desk for a moment, warm up my meals, go to the bathroom when I need to, so on and so forth. I'm gonna try to take advantage of the luxuries that I have. So, but no, going back. So I'm only doing. So I was doing one fat burner in the morning. And that's what I'm eating my breakfast. So I'll eat my breakfast and put my fat burner in. And then no, my numbers weren't changing too much. So talking to the guy, and he was like, "Yeah, do you like drink coffee or anything?" I was like, "No, I don't drink coffee." Da da da. He was like, "Hey, maybe it would take two. See how you feel. See how you feel." The first 2 days, I took the two. I felt good, but nothing too crazy. Bro, I don't know what happened today. I don't know if I just slept really good last night or what. Bro, I took those fat burners. I took two, just two pills, not three. I want two pills this morning at 10 o'clock. I was wired all day. It is currently 12:10, and I'm still wide awake. Granted, that's good. I got some homework to do, so that helps. But bro, I had to it was leg day. I didn't have to take pre-workout. That tells you something. I took a half a scoop of my BCAAs, which is what I usually do for a smaller muscle group. Drank a bunch of water. I think I did a gallon and a half of water today. I drank a gallon and a half of water, half a scoop, half a serving of my BCAAs and my creatine. And no, just eating. I'm not sure what happened or who spiked that one of them pills, but your boy was like, I was seeing sounds. I was like, what the? This is crazy. Your boy was like, I don't know if I can do two tomorrow. I don't know if I can do two tomorrow. I was like, this is insane. And then tomorrow was a chest day. I was like, this is a lot. So I may try two tomorrow, early in the morning. And tomorrow's a relatively big day. I'm planning on doing chest tomorrow. And like I said, I'm switching my workout routine. So I'm trying to do cardio. My post-workout lift cardio. I'm gonna try to do that. At least 3 days a week, 4 days a week if I can. I'm actually incorporating core into it, to my workouts too. So Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday are my core days. So after I finish up my main lifts, there's two core workouts I've been doing. I'm doing the captain's chair crunches for lower abs. A lot of people do those wrong. A lot of people are doing them. They're actually hitting their hip flexors, not their lower abs, because they're kind of just bringing their legs parallel. However, that's just going to hit your hip flexors. In order to actually work your lower abs, you need to curl your legs up a little bit. You need to do like a slight curl to actually get your lower abs, or else you're just hitting your hip flexors. So I've been doing that. I've been doing power off press. I'm doing like a modified power off press because I'll probably try to figure out a way to show you guys what power off press is. What power off press is, you have like a tower, door, something like that, standing over here. You have a band coming this way. You're pushing the band forward. That's what power off press is. What I've been doing, I've been modifying it a little bit. And again, pretty much what that does is, with the resistance is coming from this side. You're pulling the band this side, and as you know, if you have something that's heavy, you hold it as close to you as you possibly can because you have more strength that way. But the further you hold it from your body, the heavier and harder it is. So with the power off press, it's working. So if the band is coming this way, it's working this side of your core because your body is going to want to turn that way. However, this side of the core has to tighten up so you can stay straight. And the further you push the band out, the more your body wants to turn that way. So you have to focus on that core stability so you don't turn. For the power press, that's pretty much what it works. It's more of a stability exercise compared to it's more of an anti-motion motion. That's what I like to describe it. It's an anti-motion motion. However, I've been modifying it a little bit, and I've been doing the twist with the press each time. So I'll hold it out, I'll bring a twist, and bring it in, push it out, and control it back to get the active and the non-active aspect of the core. So those two things have been feeling pretty good, I can say. It took me a little bit to get used to it because it's been a while since I've actively worked my core. And whenever you're doing anything standing up, your core is going to be activated. Your core has to stabilize so you don't topple over. But it's been a while since I've done like any active core work per se. So these are some of the changes I've been making to my workouts. I'm curious to see what else happens, what other kind of gains I can make if I'm noticing that there's more definition or more size, or just kind of like playing around with different things, just kind of see what's going on. So that's where I'm at right now. Join the ride. We'll see what happens. My first goal I decided a while ago is that I want to try to be in a lot better shape, by graduation, which is in August. I'm taking my graduation pictures in June and July. Graduation is in August. Looking forward to it. But then my goal is to get down, because I'm at like 19% body fat right now. My goal is to get down to like 13%. I might have that as a maintenance until I'm trying to like prep for competition next year. And then you always have to cut down a lot. But that's my current goal. I may try to have another goal of 10%. So get from 19 to 13, stay there for a little bit, see how I feel, talk to the dudes at the vitamin shop, the trainers and everything like that. Go from there to 10%, and then play around with there, see how I feel, see how I look, and then once I'm finding a show and everything like that and register, then try to drop down for show ready. But that body percentage looks like that is probably gonna be closer to like that 6%. I know that if I'm not mistaken, pros they get down to like 4%, but that is like shredded, like veins coming out your booty cheeks, all that fun stuff. I don't know if I need to get that shredded for my first show. That's a lot. That's a lot of determination. That's a lot of cardio. That's a lot of work. And the way my schedule is right now, I can't do that much cardio because, again, it's 12 at night and your boy's still doing homework. Well, after I'm done with this video, your boy's still doing homework. So I don't have the time right now to get, morning cardio, work, night workout, night cardio, and get more than 4 hours of sleep. I ain't got time like that right now. So after school, then I'll kind of like focus on that a little bit more. But that's where I'm at right now. We'll see what happens, later on this year and next year. But until then, later.